Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Lakers vs. Clippers, Talk It Out or Walk It Out, webisode 2. This is your boy Kevin Garcia, and I am Damisi Akita. So we'll just jump right into it, and we're going to discuss some Clippers issues. Go ahead, Kevin.
Well, Clippers is looking real good. We had our first loss against Milwaukee Bucks. It's okay.
First loss in what, like 6 games or something?
6 games, yeah. And due to injuries, like our last episode, we were talking about how, injuries is a key part of the, of the league. Is a key part of the game, and we missed some vital parts. We had Patrick Beverly out. We had Mr. Gallinari out. Those are some key players for us. Even though it's not an excuse, we still managed to win games, but we wasn't able to pull that game out. But we was able to bounce back and beat up on the Cavs, the defensive Cavs. But hey, they're an NBA team, they're professionals, and we'll take that victory.
Wow. So you do admit injuries do play a factor, huh?
Yeah, injuries do, but we still managed to win. Milwaukee Bucks is the best team in the East. They're very tough. They have the Greek Freak. He was playing. There was a healthy team, and they only beat us about, a couple points, but still, we wasn't able to win, but it's okay. My team is playing good. I'm still satisfied with the ball playing. My team is producing on the court. And shout out to Mr. Gilchrist Alexander. He's playing a hell of a ball game. He's having a fantastic March. He's put up some decent points. His stats is really solid. Assists, rebounds. In my book, if it was up to me, he'd be Rookie of the Year. But
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, but
so you mean to tell me, with the way Trae Young is playing, the way Luka Doncic is playing, this guy Alexander is your Rookie of the Year?
I mean, yeah. To me, he's playing solid basketball.
Okay.
Look at Lucas. Look at his team.
Yeah,
his team is not even in the playoffs. Yeah, he's putting up points,
but it's not because of Alexander. It's because of Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, Patrick Beverly's defense.
But for a rookie, point guard is very important. You know how many competitive point guards there are in the league?
You don't even start.
There's a lot of competitive point guards. He starts once in a while, off and on.
Yeah,
he starts once in a while.
Patrick Beverly, is something wrong with him?
But he's stepping in and he's producing.
Okay.
He's stepping in, producing, and plus, you know what? He's gonna have the advantage of all the rookies.
What's that?
He's gonna be in the playoffs.
Okay. All right. So what other issues would you like to discuss with the Clippers?
Another issue I want to discuss is that Mr. Doc Rivers is coaching fantastic, doing an excellent job. There's another guy, that I think he should get Coach of the Year, but it's not up to me. But in my book, he's doing an excellent job with no namers. I mean, he got like no superstar. And he's doing an excellent job coaching. Strategy, putting people in the right time. I mean, as a Clipper fan, I can't ask anything more from a coach. He's doing a good job. Regardless, everybody gives him a hard time. When we was losing a couple games and we was down, we was below what, 8 seed, but look what Doc Rivers is doing. Look what seed we in right now. He's doing an excellent job. Let him be, people. Let him be. Let him do his thing. He's doing a good job.
I got a question. How this dude gonna pop bottles for the playoffs? See, over in Lakerland, we pop bottles for chips. You want to pop bottles for the playoffs? Can you discuss that for me?
A lot of these guys, it's their first time getting to this point. A lot of guys, it's their first time, especially the rookie. We're just trying to keep that momentum going. He's doing a good job. He's keeping that momentum. Something that the Lakers don't have. They have no momentum. They have we played college ball before. We know how it's like in the locker room. And that locker room, that Lakers locker room is very, very, very dead.
Oh, we got momentum in there. I'm going to go into that. But go ahead.
But he's doing a good job. He's just, basically what he's trying to do is keep the guys, keep their intensity up, keep their confidence up, and he said it too when he was popping bottles. This is just the beginning. We're not finished yet. We have a long road ahead of us, but he's just getting these guys ready and not comfortable, but relaxed going into the playoffs.
You guys got a very long road because first round of the playoffs start right now. Who y'all got? Y'all got them Houston Rockets. Y'all got that last year and maybe this year's MVP, James Harden, who is busting ass right now. What y'all done? Y'all goose is cooked. I see why he popped bottles. Cause y'all done after the first round, bro. It's a wrap.
That sounds like a big time hater, huh?
That sounds like facts, bro.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
James Harden is playing well right now. CP3 is back. They are on a mission right now.
Well, you know what? Before I get into that, I just like to thank, the Lakers. They are supporting us while they not in the playoffs, But anyway, what I want to get to that is that Harden, he's a nobody in the playoffs. He don't do nothing in the playoffs. He's a shadow. So we're not even concerned about James Harden. I think
you better be concerned.
No, we're not.
They got out of the first round.
I think Houston is concerned about us. Nobody want to play the Clippers in the first round. We're playing excellent
y'all don't even have a
basketball.
Y'all don't have a superstar. You need superstars in the playoffs,
basketball.
bro.
Team basketball.
Superstars in the playoffs.
We are a solid team. We're playing team basketball. And we're going in with the number one bench, okay? And we're going in with not too much injury. Gallinari is going to be really healthy going into the playoffs, okay? The only person we losing is a defensive factor is Luke Mambabute.
So y'all think y'all the
peace out of Luke Mambabute. It's okay, but we're going to do this for you, man.
Y'all think y'all the Houston Astros from a couple years ago with no real big names, but you think you're going to go really deep in the playoffs.
Okay.
Playoffs?
You remember.
We're talking playoffs.
Golden State, when they first won their championship, nobody thought that Golden State was going to win the championship.
Bro.
Nobody knew.
They had Steph Curry.
Nobody knew.
Second splash brother Klay Thompson.
But
they had Draymond Green
nobody
playing
knew.
well.
Their first year, nobody was going for Golden State.
Nobody was going for Golden State.
They surprised a lot of people.
I disagree with that.
No, they surprised a lot of people.
No,
when they won.
Surprising them. They were known as the Splash Brothers.
So you mean to say the first time you saw Golden State, you thought Draymond Green was going to be the player he is right now?
That year that they won the championship,
I didn't.
He was playing great that year.
I didn't think so. Steph Curry, I didn't think he was going to have a game like a breakout year, especially with
I was watching Steph in college.
The weak ankles he had.
I knew Steph was going to have
the weak ankles he had. He was always getting hurt, so you didn't really see the full potential of Steph Curry because he was always hurt. So I was like, I don't think so. I mean, Golden State surprised a lot of people their first year. The second year is when everybody said, "Oh my God, yes." I think the Clippers could be that team that Golden State was that first year they won it. They can surprise a lot of people going in their playoffs. Trust me.
Okay.
And I'm talking as a Clipper fan and as a fan of basketball. Okay. They look very good.
So what's the next issue you'd like to discuss about the Clippers?
Well, the next issue I would like to discuss is that, it's basically the injuries. The injuries looking pretty good. And like I said, what I told you the last episode is that injuries play a big role in basketball.
You gotta be healthy.
And if you're not the healthiest team going into this playoffs, good luck, basically.
Exactly.
And right now,
once again, he agrees with me.
Right now, like I said, Mama Butte is the only one that has a major injury. He probably won't be joining us in the playoffs. And, like I said, shout out to Mama Butte.
Who else is injured?
And, well, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so y'all healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
So y'all good.
We're good. So
y'all going to beat Houston.
We're going to beat Houston. And trust me.
I'll drink to that. I'll drink on
that. We're going to beat Houston, or whoever we face in the first round. I believe Clippers is going to go far as the Western Conference Championship. I think they're gonna go that far. I think they're gonna go that far.
Speaking like a true fan.
I think they're gonna go that far. You know, we're looking pretty good, and you know, a lot of teams is scared of the Clippers because you know why? We're a solid team. We're playing team basketball. You don't see the only team that's playing team basketball is Golden State and Denver. Denver got a lot of no names. And look what Denver is doing.
And everybody want them in the first round of the playoffs because everybody think they can knock their butts out.
I don't underestimate Denver. They're a very strong team.
I don't underestimate them.
I'm scared of Denver.
Joker's playing.
I'm scared of Denver more than I'm scared of Houston. Houston?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they started out the year pretty inconsistent.
Team basketball. That's very important. You know it's very important to have team solid basketball.
Okay, so moving right along, what's the next issue you like to discuss?
Montrezl Harrell. My God. Man, I love you, man. You playing excellent basketball. Excellent basketball, man. You know,
he's a great rebounder.
Great, and he's scoring. He is scoring. He's.
What did his scoring look like this
I say in the past 8 games, he's averaging maybe 25 points a game. 25. I mean, wow. I mean, oh my God. As Clipper fans, we love him. We love Montrezl Harrell. You know, hustle man. He don't complain. He throws his body on the ground. Yeah, he takes that charge.
He a blue collar.
I mean, oh my God. Montrezl Harrell, you played excellent basketball. Continue that going into the playoffs, man.
Put the hard helmet on. Him, Patrick Beverly, they put the hard helmet on and they go to work. I give you that.
Wilson Chandler, I know you're new to our squad, but I still believe in you. And you just came off an injury. And we're going to give it time. You're going to fit into our team chemistry, and I believe that you're going to help us a lot in the playoffs. Wilson Chandler, he's going to help us a lot. You know, he's a nice, solid veteran, and I believe that that was a good pickup that for the Clippers to have on the team. Wilson Chandler, you're gonna do pretty good. And Zubac, another issue. Jerry West is laughing at Magic about the Zubac trade. Well,
all right.
It's not too much for me to say about that. I'm laughing too. Thank you, Magic. Thank you, Lakers. For getting up a good asset. And for pretty much nothing. Having a healthy young Zubac going into the playoffs is really good too. Really good for us, and that's going to help us a lot in our victories coming into the playoffs. And Zubac, continue to play. He's playing hard.
What does his numbers look like?
His numbers about 15 points a game, but he's solid. He's a solid player. He's getting about 15 rebounds a game. Can ask for anything.
15 rebounds a game?
Yeah, the guy's playing good. He's playing real good. He's
got 15 rebounds a game for us.
Oh, because the Lakers.
He was doing good, but 15 rebounds a game.
Yeah, well, the Lakers. Right. The Lakers didn't play him. They didn't use him. They didn't know how to use him
until the end. Until we traded him.
They didn't know how to use him. Zubac is playing good. He's our starting center. He's playing excellent basketball. Good. I can't ask for anything more.
So moving right along, is there any other issues you'd like to discuss with the Clippers?
Another issue I want to discuss, and watching a lot of the Clippers home games, Clipper fans, we got to be a little bit more supportive to our team. I gotta put Clipper fans on. Put them out there, because watching the games,
I'm gonna put them out there too.
I should not hear the other team. They're cheering. I should not hear cheer. I should not just hear only Clipper Darryl cheering. Come on. Clipper fans, come on. If you at the game with your date, tell your date, babe, hold on, I gotta cheer for my team. I'll talk to you later. Something. Cheer for your team. Support the team. Support the Clippers. Get loud. Let me hear you guys. Clippers. Man. Clipper fans, you're killing me. Come on.
It's funny you go into the Clipper fans, because trying to bring more awareness to the show. I work in nightclubs. I go to nightclubs. I'm at the beach. I'm at the mall. And all I see is Laker jerseys, Laker fans. I can't find Clipper. I'm trying to look for the Clipper fans to make them aware of the show. But I don't see Montrezl Harrell jerseys. I don't see Lou Williams jerseys. And I definitely don't see Patrick Beverly jerseys. Could you speak on that, please?
Well, let me.
With your Blake Griffin jersey on. You know he don't play for the Clippers no more.
I support all Clippers.
Yeah, you heard that.
Edit that out.
All Lakers.
I support all Clippers. It could be Eric Gordon. It could be Mr.
Houston.
Tobias Harris. That you guys will always be Clippers.
Go resign with you.
Always gonna be Clippers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I support all of them. And the reason why you don't see Clipper fans, because you always where Laker fans are at. You know, Clipper fans, you know, we don't have to come out all the time like that. You know, we don't have to, you know.
He just spoke on the arrogance of the Clipper fans. Don't have to come out. Lakers rep LA. Laker fans rep LA. I just posted a picture of the homie Second to None repping the Kobe jersey. I'm at the club. All I see, a lot of people talk a lot of mess about LeBron not being represented in LA. When I'm out, I keep seeing LeBron jerseys, and I keep walking up to people, thanking them for continuing to support the Lakers.
Okay, well, to elaborate on that, Mr. Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, he upset right now.
No, he's not upset. It looks like he's walking out.
I don't think he's walking.
I don't think he's talking.
He's just mad.
He's walking out.
No,
you know?
he ain't leaving.
You think I smell a Clipper fan coming on to us?
I highly doubt that.
I really does. I mean,
highly doubt that.
He's want to sell his box seats for $5. Wow.
Yeah, it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. That's why I continue to support my team. It's hard, but I'm still watching. I'm still here. I'm still with you, Lakers.
He's still with you, Lakers. But how many of you guys are? You know.
Okay.
Come on.
So moving on. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss with the Clippers?
No. You know what? Let's give our LA JV squad a chance. The Lakers.
JV. but Doc Rivers had to cover up all our banners, which one of them we busted his ass for.
Those banners ain't doing nothing. You guys,
they ain't doing nothing. They hanging at the Staples
You guys
Center.
are praying to the banners, to the gods.
I'm not praying.
And look what you guys are. You guys haven't made the playoffs in what, 10 years? Like, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go into starting off talking about a couple Laker issues. First issue I want to discuss is LeBron news. And the first thing I want to discuss about LeBron is the trade rumors. See, I think it's about a 30% chance that the Lakers may trade LeBron. And here's why I think that is. All these analysts keep talking about how you should trade LeBron, and it's even been mentioned trade LeBron for Zion. And here's why I think they don't. First of all, analysts put pressure. First, they're paid by the NBA. So that puts pressure on these GMs. And eventually, you see it happening. And they said they might trade for Zion. The reason why I don't think the front office will do that right now, because they're taking a lot of heat right now. So with the Lakers, it's about right now. If we trade and we get Zion right now, that's going to be at least another 4-5 years before we get in the championship. We may put us in the playoffs, but the Lakers ain't about playoffs. We don't pop bottles for playoffs. We pop bottles for chips. So the second issue I want to discuss with LeBron is him sitting out right now. Now, I think he should have sat out a little earlier. Now, I talked last webisode about load management. He is injured right now. Once we found out we weren't going to make the playoffs, you should have sat out. Your doctor even came out and said, hey, this was a 6-month injury, not a 6-week injury. So at that point that we knew we weren't going to make the playoffs, he should have sat down. and he's trying to push it through. Maybe he's trying to catch Kareem for that scoring title. I'm not sure. But this is totally different than load management. This is an injury he needs to rest. So I'm glad he finally decided to sit it down. I think he should have done that a little earlier. You got any rebuttals for that, bro?
Yeah, I have a lot of rebuttals for that because, you know, LeBron, if LeBron is playing, you know your body. LeBron is playing because he thinks the injury is not that big of a deal.
Dude, he tried to put it in activation mode, and he couldn't even put it in activation mode because he's injured, not hurt. You could play with hurts. You're gonna have all kind of little knick-knacky hurts throughout the season. But injuries, you should not be on the floor for. And a lot of times superstars push it through if they trying to make a playoff push or even a championship push. That's done. Sit down, bro. Save it for next year. Rest.
You know what? But you still can't blame his injury. You have players.
Why not?
You have players there.
We got Alex Caruso. We just signed. What's this dude's name? Jamario Jones. We got Isaac Banga right now. Really?
So that tells you the office. The office. Okay. You're not winning anything until you guys fix the office. No big time scorer, no superstar is not touching the Lakers organization until you fix the office.
That's a matter of opinion. Like I said, we still got our legacy. This is still lovely Los Angeles, California. And a lot of people want to live here and they want to play for that, with that tradition of the Lakers, which is, and we will get back to a winning tradition.
Well, it's been 10 years and still have no winning tradition. So I don't know how long it will be. The Clippers, you know, like I said, the table turned, and the Clippers is now that team. We're that team.
You're not that team.
We're
bro.
that team.
You have no legacy.
We have that team. We're that team. I'm sorry. You know, Lakers are cursed. Like that whole team is cursed. They're man, 10 plus years they're just losing. Losing. You got the best player in the NBA,
and we still the number one brand in the league.
Still
and whenever I turn on any of these sports talk shows, the number one talk is the Lakers. I turn on the Lakers station. Of course, they're talking about the Lakers. But I turn on the Clippers station on the radio. Guess who they talking about? The Lakers. All the talk is about the Lakers. We're still the number one brand in this league, and we will continue to be the number one brand in this league. So I'm going to roll into my next point I want to talk about. I want to talk about the coaching that's going on right now. Luke's more than likely going to get fired. And if he does, he says that he's very confident that he's going to be here next year. We'll see about that. You know, Luke was actually brought in to manage young talent and develop young talent. And once LeBron got here, it was win right now. And with a big personality like that, in most cases, you need a strong-minded coach. So here are my options who I think the Lakers are going to look at and my personal picks. First off, my first pick, I think the Lakers should go with Mark Jackson, and here's why. We've been having trouble in the front office, and one reason why Mark Jackson got fired for turning the whole Golden State Warrior team around, and they were doing well. They have made the playoffs 2 years in a row after not making the playoffs with Mark Jackson as the coach. The main reason why he got fired, because he wanted too much control. He was trying to tell the front office what to do. So here's my suggestion. Let's get rid of Pelinka. Let Mark Jackson have that GM and the coaching spot if we get rid of Luke. So that's my personal pick. Now, who's been politicking hard for the job, and he tried to say he's not? Mr. Jason Kidd. Now, Jason Kidd wasn't successful in Brooklyn, wasn't successful in Milwaukee, and he just left Brooklyn hanging and just dipped off to Milwaukee and left them wondering why and how did you do that? And Milwaukee is playing good because of their new coach right now. It wasn't Jason Kidd, so I don't. Right, so we had a little camera glitch, and I think I was speaking about Jason Kidd. Yeah, I don't think he's the right fit for the Lakers right now. And for my third option, who I think the Lakers may go with Cavs Part 2, and I think we may actually sign Kyrie. That's one off-season pickup I think we may get. Is Tyronn Lue. Tyronn Lue has a good rapport with LBJ. He's a strong-minded coach, and he's a former Laker. So I think that's what the front office is going to actually do. Look like you got something to say about that. What's your opinion on the coaching situation with the Lakers?
I'm not going to say too much. It's just, it's just so sad to see where the Lakers is at right now, Wow, you guys, it's rebuilding stage. We've been through that. Clippers fans, we know how it is, but, to see the Lakers, the powerful Lakers, the legacy, to see them like this,
I mean, the Knicks have been down for years, and they still have a very good brand over there in New York. Like, when was the last time? Who remembers the last time the Knicks won a championship? And they're still a strong band, and they still have a very strong fan base that support them well. LeBron hating Kobe fans. I mean, it's crazy. I got to deal with LeBron hating Kobe fans. I got to deal with disgruntled Cavs fans. And I got to deal with these guys over here. So, moving on from that, I like to talk about the Lonzo Ball situation. He got into it with, he accuses the co-founder of Big Baller Brand of stealing $1.5 million from him. And it looks like he's distancing himself from his dad, which I think is a great thing. It's funny because whenever people would talk about LeVar Ball to me, I would just move on to the next subject because I want to talk about the boy that plays for the Lakers, not this dude this clown who's the face of Big Baller Brand. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like what he was trying to do, but it was terribly mismanaged. And now with Lonzo Ball pulling away from Big Baller Brand, he's bringing his brothers along. He's stepping up as a man right now. And I noticed a couple professional athletes done this in the past. And it might have been more. Two I'm going to mention. Sugar Shane Mosley, he had to detach from his dad when his dad was his trainer. And also Floyd Mayweather had to detach from his dad when he was his trainer. Now, eventually they reunited. But when they reunited, their fathers had much more respect for him. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen in this situation. They may not talk for a year or two, maybe even longer, maybe shorter. But just doing this, Lonzo Ball, is proving himself as a man. And I like what he's doing with that. What do you think about that, Kevin?
I mean, you made a good point about that. But, always got to have a but. I mean, it's nothing negative. I mean, but, if the Lakers...
Once again, we apologize for the interruption. We just got word that Zion Williams and Duke just been eliminated from the tournament. That's huge news. So, getting back into what I was saying about Lonzo Ball, I love the fact that he took his brothers under his wing. He done covered up his BBB tattoo. Looks like he's repping Nike a little harder. I'm thinking he may go with Nike. What you think about that, Kevin?
Yeah, I think he's going to go with Nike. If not, maybe Michael Jordan might grab him. He might sign with Jordan. Everybody wants to sign with Michael Jordan,
all day.
I mean, we've been sporting his shoes since we was little, so.
Basically,
Yeah, and, right now the Lakers don't need that distraction going on in the organization.
Definitely.
But it's unfortunate that, Lonzo Ball is going through that. But, that's the last thing the Lakers need is distractions on the team right now, especially if they're trying to move forward and do something and get that legacy back. They don't need no distractions right now.
I heard that. So rolling into my next point, we're gonna review what the Lakers did this week. This week they went 3-1. Looks like they kind of came back off a mental vacation. Last episode I said they were on mental vacation. It looked like they're back off mental vacation, but the thing about it is now we should pretty much be tanking. But I think with LeBron sitting out right now and us signing Jamario Jones, we're pretty much going to be tanking. Right now, the game is on right now. They're playing, who they playing right now? They're playing
The Pelicans.
The Pelicans right now. We might as well go on and tank and try to get a better pick in that better lottery pick right now. So moving on from that, now I want to discuss Kobe says he's the greatest. I think he got hit with a question off guard real quick, but going into that, I think a lot of people who are considered the GOAT consider themselves the greatest. I think Michael Jordan, once he retired, he felt like he was the greatest. Even LeBron, I think he feels like he's the greatest, even with the rough season he had this year. And I think even Kobe, with him being in the GOAT discussion, I think anybody in the GOAT discussion, even the top 10 players in the league, I feel like they feel like they're the best player in the league. I think Giannis feel like he's the best player in the league. I think Durant feel like he's the best player in the league. I think Harden feels like he's the best player in the league. You know what I'm saying? So I think people on that level feel like they are the best players in the league. What do you think about what Kobe said this past week?
Well, it's not up to the players to judge themselves as the greatest player.
That
of the
part
league.
right there.
It's the people. The people, we the ones that
I agree.
And it's the analysts, it's the commentators, it's the players before them. They're the ones that's
everybody else. You shouldn't really call yourself the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? You should allow other people to say that. And I can recall Kobe originally saying, I don't really care, but he got hit with the question, so he had to answer it. And when he answered it, he said he feels as though he's the best. I put him up there. He's top 5 or 6 with me, but it's a lot of questions whether or not he might be the best. So, having said that, I am Damisi Akita for Kevin Garcia. This has been Lakers versus Clippers. Talk it out or walk it out.